it in that way.
Okay. All right.
Hi, Ellen.
How you doing?
Fine.
Oh, I'm so happy that you're here.
Thank you.
Now, I have questions for you about the Vegas thing, because I can't imagine, whenever I see people that do shows in Vegas, I don't know how you have the energy, number one, because it's every night, right?
No, 4 nights a week.
But that's still, like, a lot of energy.
When I was young, it was 2 shows a night, 7 days a week.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you knew the experience going in. You didn't go in there not knowing.
Oh, no, I knew.
Yeah.
I knew.
So what do? You obviously live there during the week.
No, I don't.
You fly back every night?
No, I fly back twice a week.
Wow. So during the day, what do you do there in Vegas?
Well...
Do you gamble?
Nah.
No, never.
No. I'm a Taurus, okay?
Uh-huh.
So if I put down money, I want a pair of shoes or a house.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Right. I did not realize that was what Taurus meant. I had no idea.
We're not frugal, but we don't want to just throw it away.
Uh-huh. I want shoes in a house for money too, but
Yeah.
I'm an Aquarius, and I like to play and make more money back.
Right, of course.
So I can buy more shoes and more houses.
Right, except do you see how big Las Vegas is? It wasn't made by people that are going to buy more shoes and houses.
I know. I realize that, and yet every single time.
Sonny was an Aquarian. When's your birthday?
January 26th.
Okay.
What was his?
February the 16th.
Mm-hmm. It's a good sign, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh.
No, from time to time, it's a great sign.
Uh-huh. Maybe not with Taurus.
No, actually, look, Sonny and I worked together and lived together great for 11 years.
Right. And yet you said not necessarily a good sign.
No. They're just very, like, out there and ahead. They're always ahead of you.
Yes. I'm always ahead.
Yes.
Yes. I am. All right, so, and then my other question is, with that kind of show, because we just saw a lot of clips from the show, do you work out in addition, or is that your workout, doing the show?
No, I work out in addition.
Because you look fantastic.
Thank you.
You look incredible.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, that's...
For almost 90, I think I look great.
Yeah, right, yeah.
But no, the show is kind of like, once you get into it, it's not as big a workout. I mean, aerobically, I'm really fit, but I still work out. And plus, when I'm up there, there's not much else to do, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't gamble, and I don't drink, and I don't smoke, and I don't whatever.
So you just work out during the day?
Yeah.
What was the whatever at the end of that?
Well, you know, whatever stays in Vegas, I don't do that.
Yeah, you don't do that? Nothing stays there?
No.
Yeah.
No.
So you work out all day long. Like, what time do you wake up? Is it, because I would be going to sleep probably when you start your show. What time do you start your show?
We go on at 8 o'clock.
I'd be just getting ready for bed.
No.
Yeah. Seriously, I go to bed around 10.
Okay.
So, like, do you wake up late? I'm just curious about that kind of life.
I don't live that kind of life, really. I go to bed, you know, early enough, and then I get up, and I mean, I don't work out all day long. I screw around, but it's hard, you know? There's a million people up there, and, like, I always want to go shopping, and, but...
Now, can you do that? It seems like everywhere you go.
Not up there, because there's so many people that, you know, you just can't kind of move around.
Right. And then, so you fly back here twice a week?
Yeah.
And, like, what kind of music do you listen to? What are you into? Because you have so many different styles when you listen to...
I really like old music, you know?
Like what old?
The Eagles and I don't know. I just like, you know, sometimes you just like stay in the place that you liked when you first started listening to music. And Stevie Wonder, I still love him. And,
well, yeah, I love all that. I didn't know what you meant by old.
No.
I didn't know what you were going to say.
No, I mean, not on the Good Ship Lollipop,
no.
Not like that part, you know. That's way before my time.
Yeah. And now, the fact that you have different styles, you seem to constantly reinvent your style. Is that, do you think about that, or do you just get bored and want to have a new style all the time?
I just get bored and want to do something new. I mean, I don't really think about, like, people say, oh, you reinvent yourself, but I'm just the same old whatever, tired old diva bitch. I don't know. You know, so, I mean, no, I don't. I just get really bored and I think, oh, this would be fun, or let's do this color hair, or let's, you know.
And that's your hair?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
But how many, is that easier for you to just change wigs all the time?
Well, yeah, because, like, I do 15 costume changes and there's no way.
That's adorable!
I know. It's so cute.
That's adorable. And how long did that show go?
I don't know.
Was it 2 seasons, 3 seasons? How long did that show go? You
I
don't
don't
remember
know.
at all?
Uh-uh.
Really?
No, it just seemed to go on and on.
3 seasons?
Yeah.
Yeah, it went on and on
And then
for
we
3
came
years.
back and did, I think, 2 more after we were divorced.
And how was that?
Fun.
Really?
Yeah.
More fun?
No, well, a little bit for me right at that point, but no, because no matter what happened, and he used to piss me off so much, but I could never stay angry. Like the day that we got divorced, and he had said I did all kinds of horrible things, and we were just like, And then the day we got divorced, we went out and to do like a press conference, and he grabbed me, threw me back, and stuck his tongue in my mouth. And I just thought, you were such an but I just cannot be angry with you. You know?
He seems like he was adorable. Like
he was.
Yeah.
You couldn't stay angry with him.
Yeah.
And he just was hysterical. He was adorable.
Yeah. And do you feel like that's someone you had more of a connection to than anyone you've ever been with?
Yeah. Yes. Because it was it was like not just. It was like the first time I ever saw him, something really weird happened. You know in West Side Story when Tony sees Maria? Mm-hmm. So that's what happened when I saw Sonny. It was like, I looked at him, of course he wasn't as cute, but I looked at him and it was like, everyone was going, oh, there's Sonny, and I turned around and he was coming through the door and he looked really strange, and there was kind of like everything went star filter, and I just saw him. And I just thought, whoa.
Wow. Well, it was destiny, because look at what the two of you did together.
Right.
I mean, it's pretty amazing.
I mean, and I was 16 and just completely out of control, and he was, 28, and, pretty in control, I guess. Mm-hmm. And it was perfect.
And do you look at your life, I mean, I think everybody does, and I feel like sometimes I look at my life and I go, wow, look at what I'm doing, and who would have thought when I was 16? And so do you look at this and go, I knew I was different early on? Did you know that?
Yep. For the first time I went to see Dumbo, I just thought, well, that's what I'm going to do when I grow up. I had no idea that they were cartoon characters.
Okay. I was going to say,
you know, I was 4 or something,
yeah.
you know. I just thought, oh, I could be up there. I could be singing with those birds.
Uh-huh. And then, I mean, I just wanted to remind everybody, because it's not just your, I mean, the movies, Silkwood and Mask and The Witches of Eastwick and Suspect and Moonstruck and Mermaids, and I mean, it's just amazing what you've been able to do. Just, do you want to, what do you love more? I know that's a hard question. Do you want to do movies again?
I'm going to do another movie.
Are you going to do Catwoman? Are you going to be, because that's what they're saying
No,
for Batman.
I know, but I'm not.
Why not?
Well, because...
You'd be fantastic.
I'm too old to be Catwoman.
No, you are not.
I could be like Grandma Catwoman or something. No, I'm going to do a really, I can't say what it is, but it's such a good movie. It's like something that you wait for your whole life, and it just happened to come now when I'm a perfect age for it, and
oh, is it a remake of something?
No, it's called Dropout, and it's really crazy.
When are you doing this? When are you filming?
In the summer.
That's fantastic.
But I love what I do. I'll do it as long as I can do it, and as long as people, want to come see whatever it is that I do.
Yeah.
Look, I didn't expect to be here at all this long.
Well, you've been trying to have a farewell tour for about 5 years now. I mean, it seems like you want to retire, and then you just don't do it.
No, you know what happened is that I really loved doing it. I really loved the show. But every night, I traveled for 3.5 years on that tour. Mm-hmm. We only booked 59 dates when we first started. Mm-hmm. And then it just kind of kept going and it was great. But it's hard to go and be in a hotel room, a different hotel room every night for that long, you know. So I thought I could never do this again. But I mean, I might be lying. I'm not sure. Yeah,
but now it's easier, because I said the same thing when I was doing stand-up. Touring is really hard, but now they come to me, which I really like a lot. I appreciate it, I do, because I went to y'all for a long time. But, all right, now, so are you single?
Semi.
You can't
What does that mean?
I don't know. Are you in a relationship?
Yeah.
Did you ever date George Clooney?
No.
Okay. Could you get him for me?
I don't know.
I bet you could.
Get him for you to do what?
I want him over here. I don't know yet. I haven't figured that out.
You have to wait until he gets here?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, well, we'll talk, because you probably could, if anybody could. Our first guest is quite simply one of the biggest stars in the world. She's sold over 275 million albums and has just won about every award you can possibly win. Her latest project is a documentary called Dear Mom, love Cher, here with her mother, Georgia. Please welcome Cher.
I thought it was for you.
Yeah, it's for both of us.
Oh, it's for both of you, because first of all, she wouldn't be here if it weren't for you. So
Yes,
it's
that's
for both
true.
of you.
Right.
And also, what a fascinating story this is. I watched it last night, and it's really amazing. And I don't know that many people know your entire story, and we'll get to that in a minute. But first, I want to find out, Cher is, did you know that Cher was going to be Cher when she was a little kid? Was she bad?
No. Not really. No, not until she got to be about 14. When she was 11, she started signing her signature, like autograph.
My autograph, right.
Like now, like she does now.
I practiced my autograph, too.
Hey, girl.
Yeah. That's what I did.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. But you weren't Cher, you were Sherilyn.
No, but that,
She, yeah.
Sherilyn was when I was really in trouble. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
When I was about to be in like major trouble, it was Sherilyn. No one ever called me anything but Cher.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you think when you were a little girl, and I watched it, and I know you said, I'm gonna, get out of the situation, and you put yourself in a lot of really difficult times because you thought, I am not gonna live this way, I refuse to live this way, no matter how hard it is, I'm gonna raise my children on my own. And it's amazing what you went through, because it's difficult enough to raise a kid now on your own, but back then it must have been really hard.
It was. But you don't think about it, you do it.
But you were so strong. I mean, I think a lot of people don't know you were a singer, right? And you started singing in
Bars.
Bars.
On top of bars, on salons.
Saloons.
Yeah.
Saloons in the old days. I was little, 7 and 8.
7 and 8, you were singing in saloons. Because Paper Moon sort of was your story, you said, right?
Well, kind of.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of.
And then you got a big break on I Love Lucy.
Yeah, well, yeah. Lucy liked me. I worked for her on and off for about 10 years.
And I actually remember those episodes that you
Do
show
you?
in the
Yes.
documentary.
Yeah.
Because I used to watch that all the time, needless
Yeah.
to say. And then you were going to be in a movie, and then at the last minute they cast someone named Marilyn Monroe.
That's true.
She stole your career
Yes.
right out from under you.
I'm glad she did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then were you aware that she was this cool when you were younger?
Oh, God, yeah. I used to, this was so great. You probably don't have any pictures of her when she was young, but they used to have like mother-daughter days, or like when your mother would come for certain movies or
Well, there
whatever.
she is.
And I used to think, when she would come, I used to think, oh, yes, she's the coolest one here. Everyone else looks like Betty Furness, and my mom looks like this hot chick.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you were hot. You were
Yeah.
very hot. And you look amazing now. You're about to turn 87, is that right?
87,
Yeah.
Wow. You look amazing.
Thank you.
Speak up. Speak up, don't make me hit you in front of everybody.
Well, you look amazing always, but now you see where that comes from. You have good genes.
Yes.
You both look amazing. Now, when she met Sonny, you were how old? You were,
I met Sonny when I was 16, and I told him that I was 18. And then
how old was he?
He was 11 and a half years older than me.
All right, so.
You do the math, babe.
28.
Right.
So he's 28, you're 16. And what did you think when you met Sonny?
She didn't know. This is what she told me. I'm going to speak for you, Mother.
Okay.
In those days, you didn't live with people
Right.
at all, ever. So you married them.
My father.
Right. So
down
my
the
grandfather said that, you don't do that. So truthfully, she only has had 8 boyfriends.
Right.
Right.
Because you would have just had boyfriends and been married once probably, or not at all,
Right.
had you been able to live with people first.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
But are you happy that you married those people?
Not really.
That took way too long. All right,
Right.
we'll take a break. All right, we're back with Cher and her mother, Georgia, and now we're joined by Cher's sister, Georgianne. Welcome, Georgianne.
Thank you.
Good to have you here. Before we talk to you, I want to, thank you so much. You tweeted out, I know you're a big tweeter, and you tweeted out a picture of us from back in 2004, I believe, when we were in Vegas together. You were doing some Elvis thing, and I was just starting, it was before I started the show, and so you tweeted that out. I don't know why you didn't tweet this other one out when we went on tour together for a short time. I don't know why. We had so much fun.
Right.
Oh, that was great.
Right.
The memories. Oh, the memories. That was great. I remember I said, you should try this outfit on that I'm wearing. And you were like, no, that's too risque. And I said, try it.
Right.
So, Georgianne, now, do you dress as
No.
wild as Cher? Did
No.
you ever?
Never.
No.
Never. I'm the conservative sister. Somebody had to carry the banner. It was her.
Did y'all ever look at her and go, hey, that's too much?
You know what? Actually, little story. Shooting her video not too long ago, and she had quite an interesting wig on, and I walked in and I went, whatever, and she went, nothing ever phases her. It was kind of down to here.
It was
and
all
it had made out of
paper.
paper.
It was like
and
a big
just,
paper mane.
Yeah.
They're used to it, truthfully.
It was a lioness. It was a lioness.
huge.
And it was made out of paper.
Yeah.
Long strings of paper.
They've just gotten used to it over the years. You know, I was always like the odd one. I was always kind of the odd one in the family. Really.
But did you start out like dressing like that, or is it something that you slowly, because it seems like when you were with Sonny, you didn't dress like that, or did you?
Well, not. We dressed very strange. I mean, for the time
For the
period,
time, you dressed really
we were
strange.
so radical. Sonny was always getting his nose broken. It was really crazy. Because,
What's that? What do you mean? Why?
Because at the time, the Beatles had little short hairdos, and they wore suits, and Sonny and I were like in bobcat vest, and he had hair to here, and
Right.
we were wearing
Moccasins to the knee, and
right?
yeah.
So we aggravated adults, and but Sonny was very. He didn't want his wife showing anything. And then after, when we started playing nightclubs and then on the TV show, Bob Mackie kind of started to turn him a little bit, like, oh, this would be nice.
Yeah, a lot.
You turn.
It turned into a lot of that. And this whole idea, this whole documentary, which by the way, it's really great. It was your idea, right?
Yeah.
Well, no, wait. My sister likes to say that. That isn't exactly, no, it's not exactly what happened.
I'm a big liar.
Well, she's a big liar. So Mom got her album out of the garage after 30 some odd years, and she wanted to see if she could get any sound off of it. So I said, stupid, that's what we call each other. We call each other stupid. Not Mom, my sister. I said, stupid, can you just keep an eye on Mom, see if you can help her with this at all? See, probably it's gone. That's all I said. I didn't say do a documentary. I just said, just keep an eye on Mom. And it became this.
It became a documentary.
Because she can't do things small. Has
But
to
what
do
a
big.
great idea. And then, however many, 60 years later, right? This album is going to be released.
No, 30.
30. Sorry, you started at 5, so I'm thinking, I'm going to there. 30 years later, and it's amazing that it's still like, it sounds the way it does. And
Well, that's because of her. I did it with the Elvis Band 31 years ago.
And then I just took it and took everything off and put my band on, and there's technology today that they didn't have then, and so we just used it.
amazing.
All she left was my voice on it.
Cher, everybody, Cher! Cher, can I tell people how old you are?
Yeah.
Can you believe she's 72 years old? Do you work out a lot?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Every day?
Not every day, but a lot of times.
Okay, I need to ask, because we were talking
Wait,
about...
did you see me doing a plank with Harry Smith?
No.
Well, it was good. He quit before I did.
How long can you do a plank for?
Well, once I did 5 minutes, but I'll never do that again.
Wow.
But I could do it like for two minutes without a sweat.
Yeah, Michelle Obama wants to challenge me because we did push-ups and she's now like, she said plank is her thing. I think she could do it for 5 minutes. You should challenge Michelle.
Yeah, right.
Wait, no, I have to hear, because we were watching you in rehearsal and we were talking about your ass. And I need to know what you do. We want to know your butt exercises.
Well, I have a number of them.
Like
Okay, so this sounds so dumb, because when I say the first thing, I know you're going to do something really dumb.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Well,
Okay, try it. So you get down on all fours. Mm-hmm. Okay.
is someone else in the room?
No. Well, sometimes. Okay, so you get down on all fours and you put your leg up, like you make an L with
I
your
know
leg.
what you mean.
Right? And then
Yeah.
you just do it up like that.
I
and
know.
Right?
I know
Then
that
you do
one.
fire hydrants.
Yes.
These are like not new things,
No.
but then I've got a thing called...
How many times do you do that up in the air like that?
You do 3 sets of 25.
25,
Right.
okay.
And then I have a power plate, and you do squats. You just do old-fashioned things. And I have to confess, I do Zumba.
Do you do Zumba?
Yeah.
Wow. You go to a Zumba class?
No, I have a tape.
You do it at home?
Yeah.
I would like to see that.
No.
Okay. You should like Instagram it out or something, or tweet it out. We would like to see you do Zumba. I'm just saying.
Okay, yeah, I know.
Let's talk about you some more, about this movie, and I want to know, because how long had it been since you did a movie before Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again?
100 years? I don't know. I don't know. It was burlesque, I think, and yeah.
Yeah,
I
so-
don't usually I almost turn everything down. I don't know why.
So
but
why did you do this?
Because the man who used to be my agent, who's now head of Universal, and who's a really good friend, he called me and said, "This is good for your career. You're doing Mamma Mia 2," and he hung up.
He didn't wait for your response, he just
Nope,
hung
he
up.
just hung up.
I know who that is. Ron.
Ron.
Yeah. And you just trusted him? You just said, yes, I'm going to do it?
Well, it was between trust and fear.
Those are both good motivators.
Right.
And it's doing, it's amazing, like 400 million or something. It's made a lot of
Yeah.
money. So aren't you glad you did it?
Yeah, I'm thrilled.
Yeah.
I'm totally thrilled, and I'm thrilled that I'm Meryl's mother.
Yeah. Let's talk about you and Meryl.
Right.
Y'all really love each other.
Right.
And you should, because you're both fabulous women. Silkwood is like one of my all-time favorite movies. But here you are in London on the red carpet.
Yes.
So y'all really love each other.
Yeah. Actually, there's another one too.
There was another one of her kissing, yeah, the side of your face.
Yeah,
But you're fabulous together.
we are.
I mean, that's really fun. Like, you want to do another movie with her?
I'd love to.
Do you have any ideas?
No.
Okay.
You want to come up with any?
Yes.
Okay. all right.
I'll come up with an idea and then you'll
Actually,
do
you
it.
know, we saved a girl's life once, the two of us.
Tell me, what?
So she had just had Mamie, and we were at her apartment, and she said, "I want ice cream." I said, "Okay, cool." I said, "But it's kind of a dangerous neighborhood, and it's night." And she said, "No, it's like between Chinatown and Little Italy. What could happen?" And so we're walking, and we haven't got around the corner yet, but we hear screaming. And we get around the corner, and there's this huge man in like sweats and I don't know what over it, like basketball shorts. And he's pulling at this girl. She's like shaking this girl. And so Meryl just starts screaming and takes off, and I start screaming and take off too and think, I'm going to get killed. My friend is going to kill me. So anyway, so we're running, and the guy turns around and he sees us, and he starts running towards us. And then I thought, we're really going to get killed. But we both split off in the opposite directions, and we got to the girl, and he kind of had ripped her clothes, but she kept her purse, and that's what he wanted. And then we're like trying to fix her all up, and we had nothing, but we're like sticking it in her bra strap or shirt. Then she looks at us and she screams, and she said, "Oh my God, I'm a singing waitress, and no one's gonna believe I got mugged and saved by Meryl Streep and Cher."
Wow, what a great story. Talented Cher. Earlier today, we went to the new dry bar here in Burbank to share our knowledge of hair.
Yeah.
Share our knowledge of hair.
Yeah.
Here's what happened. You're welcome. How are you? What's going on?
Yeah.
Doing some hair?
Hi.
So Cher's gonna do your hair. You can
Okay.
take a break.
Okay, yeah.
Do you want? You could do the curly.
No, I'm not gonna touch this girl's hair with that.
You could do the left side or the right side. Here's the high humidity, and here's the dawn.
I don't think so.
I like it wetter. Is this water right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's water.
I have a question. Can this hurt her hair? I mean, if I do anything bad, can
If
this
you-
hurt her hair?
Of course it can.
Because
Is yours wet? It's
No,
not wet
I don't
enough.
want it.
No, you want it wet. You want it wet.
I don't want it wet.
No, you do. You have to start with it wet. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, this is a nightmare. What are you doing?
I'm helping you. It's going to look better. It was already dry. You can't make a difference if it was already like that.
Okay.
Is that refreshing? It's so hot here. It's the valley. All right.
Okay. Wait. How are we going? Is it kind of... Stop it!
You don't have any product in it.
No! No! No!
me.
I don't.
Just hold that.
And
What? Just hold it for a minute.
no.
I'm just taking a break.
Right. That's what guys say, okay?
I've been on my feet all day.
Yeah. Guys don't say that. They just say hold it for a minute.
See, that was a joke about a sexual penis. That's what she's making sexual jokes. You got it, right? Yeah, she made a joke about a penis. Saying guys say hold it for a minute. Like they don't want anything more, but then they do, right?
Yeah, but then they do.
Yeah, I know. It's not like I don't know.
Where's the comb?
Here you go.
I'm not doing it.
Why?
Because
This is the way you do it.
you're an idiot and I'm not doing it.
Who's this? It's
I am not doing it.
That's too close
Get out of
together.
here. Get out of here. Which door is a comb in? You have
There should be one in the drawer without the yellow tape.
You know what is good? You know what this is gonna start?
What? No. Don't.
You're blowing your back.
You're gonna get electrocuted.
Oh, I can't do a part. I can't do a part here. It's just not working here. I might have better luck with the fork. What are you doing?
I'm making her hair different than when she came in, which is why people come in, turn to the side, cute, adorable.
Oh,
What's happening
I'm
over there?
just-
Nothing. Seriously, that is the worst. You really went into the right business. Look at that. You've never thought about that, have you? Look how cute.
Oh, I've had
You
one
like-
of these.
You know what? Why don't we be twins?
Stick that underneath here. Now, hold it down. This guy kind of goes
Well, that
down
looks
like
better than
that.
what you did to her. For sure.
Your husband might think, oh,
Oh my, he's gonna be so like, oh, I've got a new girl in the bed. You know what I mean?
all right, Ashley, here. Now we're doing this. This might be really fun.
If I could turn back time,
Right.
if I could find a way,
Wait till we get back in the car.
I'd take back all the words that I heard you, and you'd
Of
stay.
all the bad ones I've heard of me, you know, this is probably the worst.
If I could reach the sky,
Stars.
stars, I'd give them all to you.
right.
Did you write that song?
No.
Because like, if you could reach a star, you can't really give them to somebody. They would be hot. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't even make sense, right?
Yes.
What do you
Reach
mean,
the stars.
yes? You don't know her.
Yes.
From what I see on TV.
Yeah, she knows me. They know me better than they know you.
You're such a bitch.
If I could turn back time.
That was terrible.
Well, we did it.
Yeah, we were
I think we got closer, right? Don't you?
You
feel
and
like-
I?
Yeah, I think
No.
we're closer now.
Uh-oh.
Wait, I feel like we're best friends now.
Yeah?
We're not?
No.
I feel like we're best friends.
No, but we're not.
But I do feel like we got closer.
That was embarrassing.
Here's how it goes. So basically, Twitch is going to read a category, like, you know, 3 types of trees. And I'd say elm, oak, olive. And then you hit it. So we would see how much time I have left. You have to do it in 5 seconds.
All right, Ellen, besides coffee, name 3 things you can get at a coffee shop.
A cinnamon and a napkin and a cupcake. Oh, out of time. I didn't make it.
Okay, Cher.
Are you just trying to make me look good?
No, I really, I haven't been at a coffee shop. I don't know what they have.
But you can get your hair washed in a bowl in your house. Queen.
Okay, Cher. Name 3 celebrities you'd want to do a duet with.
Oh, Adele, Pink, and not Madonna.
Well, all right, Ms.
Well, did I
Negative.
cheat? Did I
Yeah.
cheat?
Yeah, that's not, he said well, you'd want to. It's not who you wouldn't want to.
Well, I
Adele,
took
Pink?
license. I took a little license.
Yeah, you did. Okay. But you got 2 of them. All right.
Okay, Ellen, 3 favorite body parts.
Oh, stomach, legs, and arms.
On you or somebody else?
Somebody else.
Okay.
I don't have any favorites on mine.
Okay, Cher.
Yeah.
Name 3 terms for hooking up.
Oh, I don't even know those. I don't know.
Just make some up.
Okay. I can't think of it. I'm totally losing now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Knocking boots is one.
Yeah. I don't
And-
know that one.
You don't know knocking boots?
No.
What would you call it? Just hooking up?
I wouldn't even call it that.
What would you call it?
I don't know.
Okay. You just go, come here?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't.
All right.
Okay, Ellen, name 3 things you'd do if the power went out.
I would light a candle. I would just go, what happened? And I would just sit around.
Oh, I'm bad.
Well, what do you mean when the power went out?
Fun.
Yeah, it is fun.
Okay.
It's fun for them to watch
Right.
us. Yeah. Not for us, but
Okay.
it's entertaining them, and that's what matters.
Okay.
Okay, Cher, what are 3 shows you watch but don't like admitting?
Oh, let's see. Well, I don't watch shows I don't like admitting. Okay, hold on. I watch Fox News once in a while. Oh, I just gave myself one. And I don't know. I can't think of it. I like all the shows I watch. I like. I don't have guilty that.
No, you don't have Bachelor in Paradise?
I don't know. No.
Oh, you should watch that.
No.
That's, yeah.
It's like The Bachelor. I don't watch that either.
Yeah, no, but Bachelor in Paradise is better than
Or
Bachelor.
any of the housewives in East Bum. I don't watch
It's
it.
different. They don't have East Bum yet.
Okay.
They haven't made that one.
Okay.
That's a good one though.
Sorry.
The Housewives of East Bum. Last round.
Oh, good.
All right, so last me, then you. Okay.
Okay, Ellen, 3 things that turn you on.
Oh, music, sweetness, and chocolate. Chocolate doesn't. I just made that up.
I was thinking in a whole different place.
Really?
Yeah.
What were you thinking?
I was thinking, handsome, tall, sweet.
Yeah.
Did we
Yeah.
both have sweet?
Yeah, I said
Okay,
sweet.
okay.
Chocolate doesn't. I just made that up so I'd win. Does chocolate turn anybody on? Really? You're like, really? You eat it? And
I love it. I
and
don't
then-
get it much, but I love chocolate and cake.
you eat chocolate and you're like, you're in the mood?
No,
Well,
no.
that's
it's
when
like
you-
I don't get to have chocolate. I mean, look, I'm working on my body, and I just don't.
Right.
Like, I have chocolate. I'm lying.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
And then it turns you on?
No, it doesn't turn
You
me
just said it
on.
did.
No, I didn't mean it in that way.
Okay.
Bitch.
All right. Give my guest Cher the last category, please, Twitch.
Okay, Cher, name 3 ways to make money really fast.
Oh, singing, hooking, and acting.